Hello everyone, well today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this Playmobil Summer Fun Biker at Campsite playset. This is suitable for children between 4 and 10 or anyone older but not younger than 4 because of small parts, and the item number is 5438. So as you can see, this little set comes with a biker on a bike, a tent, sleeping bag, I believe that's a mole coming out of a molehill. There's even a campfire there with a sausage cooking over it. And on the back we can see, as common with all Playmobil boxes nowadays, they give you a breakdown of everything you get in the box. So I've already opened the flap, but I've not actually seen what's inside yet. So let's take all the contents out and see how we assemble all this. That's everything, that's all the bags we get. Here's the bike. There's no bag for the bike. It's an 1100, whatever that is, maybe 1100cc, and it looks like the bike is more or less fully assembled. It's got the wheels attached, very nice, smooth running. Well, the back wheel is anyway. The front wheel not so much. I believe there are some panniers that fit onto the back which can hold some of the accessories. And there may be some stickers to put on here. I think that blank piece there, I think we'll have a sticker to put on there. There may be some other stickers. So that is the bike. Right, well, let's open this one first. This has got the instructions and the stickers by the looks of it. So we'll just have a look what's inside this bag. Move you right out the way now. Here we go. Here's the instruction book. It's common with all Playmobil, even from the smallest sets. There is normally some assembly to do, but it seems fairly basic. On the bike it is mainly putting the panniers on and attaching a sticker, and there's a tent to assemble. So inside here, is that sealed up? It's another sealed bag. So we'll have a look inside this one. Whoops. I think that's the tent frame. Then we've got the stickers and a little booklet there to show children and their parents what other items you can buy in the Playmobil range. Obviously not everything. That just gives you an idea of a few other items that are available. One side I deem is for girls because it's got the dollhouse and the shopping centre. Of course, if a boy wants a shopping centre or the dollhouse, then there's nothing wrong with that at all. And on this side is the country theme, which I do rather like the look of, especially this cable car here. And then there's a sort of a log cabin, country log cabin. So that looks very good, doesn't it? So that's a few other items you can get in the world of Playmobil. Right, what else? We can open another bag now, I think. This one has got the Playmobil figure in it and some other bits and pieces. So here's the gentleman that comes with the set in his biker gear. He's got a bit of a beard but with classic styling Playmobil hair. And here's his helmet, which we will pop on. Safety first. He won't need it obviously when he's cooking his sausages, but when he's travelling around on his trip to various campsites, he will obviously need his helmet on for safety. I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to assemble with that. There are some. He has some gloves, look. He has some biker gloves that clip on. Just over there, that's one. and on that side. So he's got his gloves, keep his hands warm and protected on his bike. So you can be stood there next to your bike while I'm seeing what else we've got in here. This looks like the panniers here for the bike, and there's a couple of little blue birds. We're probably hoping to get some of that sausage. Oh, I'm not sure if birds would eat a sausage, but anyway, we'll put those birds because we don't need them yet. Put them there. This looks like it's part of a rucksack, and this is the second part, so that just clips into there by the looks. There, a little rucksack there, and that should fit onto his back. Might be easier if we take the helmet off. There we go. So he's got a rucksack on now. He can put his helmet back on. So he can ride on his bike with the rucksack. So there's the panniers. Let's see what else we've got before I do any more assembling. Like I say, there'll be minimal assembly with this set, so there won't be much to do. This is all the greenery by the looks of it. Nice bit of detail. So I've got the base, and there's a tree. Here is the rather lovely little stick with the sausage pre-pierced onto the end, ready to go over the campfire. Is part of the campfire. I can't see where the other part, that's the flames are actually in the last bag. So that's all the greenery, and one last bag we can open up now. This will have the tent, actual fabric of the tent in, and oh, he's got his sleeping bag. It's all very well made. Those straps, I believe, are to attach the panniers to the motorbike. Here's a lovely little sleeping bag, nice little stitching detail there. And shall we see if he fits in? Well, it'd be better if he took his helmet off, wouldn't he? And his rucksack, because you don't really need that in bed. I'll leave his gloves on because it's a chilly night. And in you pop. He's, oh look at that. He's very snug in there, isn't he? So he'll certainly be warm tonight when I make the tent up for him. He can be, after he's had his sausage and a cup of hot coffee, we can go to sleep all snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Don't fall asleep yet because I haven't finished with you. You can have a little daydream and a doze, but don't fall asleep. Here is probably the most complicated thing to assemble, I'm not sure. Here's the tent, unassembled. Again, nice fabric. And finally, we have some small accessories. Like I say, this is recommended for children 4 and above, but I suppose if you withhold some of the smaller pieces, especially like this, you might be able to give it to a younger child. Certainly I can't see the problem with the motorbike and the figures itself and the tent, but it's these tiny pieces you have to be aware of. So we get a lovely little torch, or flashlight as they call it in the States. What's this? It's a bottle of something. I don't know if it's shampoo or shower gel. It's certainly not shaving cream, is it? Because obviously our little figure doesn't use, or doesn't shave, does he? Here's the tiny little mole, little moley there. And here's the actual fire that goes in the fire. Another bit of greenery. For some reason it wasn't put in with this greenery. And there's 2 tin cans here, and they will need obviously stickers put on them so he knows what's inside. And looking at the label, I'll put those down. well, it looks like the tin cans are going to contain Frankfurter sausages, and that's ravioli in tomato sauce. And of course there's some other stickers as well that I need to put on. So that's everything unpacked and ready to be assembled. Well, I think first things first, I'll just pop the flame into the fire. Just push that in. So there we go, that's the flame into his fire. Now, according to the instructions, I need to stick on number 6 sticker to the back. So here's the stickers here. So number 6 looks like it's a backlight. They can be very fiddly to put on sometimes, these stickers. And it probably would be better, a tiny sticker like that, if you have a pair of tweezers. But that sticker seems to fit just on the back there. Before I stick anything, I'd just like to double check. I can't actually see the back of the bike, but judging by the instructions, it does go on the back. So this is tiny, this sticker. So perhaps I would be better getting some tweezers for next time and I'm putting more stickers on. It's getting it lined up, you see. Oops. Oh no, you see, it's not lined up at all. I'll tell you what, before I actually push that down, I will actually go and see if I can find some tweezers, because that is tiny. It's not lined up and I'm not happy about that. Right, I have returned with what I should have had in the first place, some tweezers, so hopefully I can take this sticker off. Good, it's not stuck down yet. Oh dear. It's very tricky. Actually, I think doing that has just pushed it into place. That'll do. It's slightly off, but it'll be fine. So I think that's the back light. That's supposed to be. It is a bit off, but never mind. I'll know for next time to always have my tweezers handy for any small stickers. We also need to put the panniers together and on the bike. So we've got 2 lids, which they fit on that way. That's it. It clips into place. That's it. That's one. And the other lid is here. Again, which way is it? That. Is it that way? Let's clip it in. There we go. So that's the panniers assembled. Now we've got these 2 straps, sort of rubbery straps, that attach to the bike and the panniers. If I just consult my instructions again. And look at the bike, see what's what. I've no idea. Ah, yes. The panniers, do they fit on any? Ah, the panniers just fit on anyway. Clip on. There's 2 clips either side, so we can just clip them on. So I don't know what those straps are for. Does it clip on that way? That's it. There. That's the panniers clipped to the side. And these straps are for something else then. Oh, they don't hold the panniers on. Oh, they sort of do. They go on, one end goes on here. Oops. That's it. You can just see there are 2 little sticky out bits. Put those on there like that. And then, looking at the picture, they cross over like that, and then you can adjust them. You see there's different holes, you can adjust whereabouts, because I assume you could put something under those panniers. That might be for the tent to go on top of, because how's he going to carry his tent? It won't fit in the pannier, any panniers. So I think his tent actually might slot in there somehow. Now I won't do it for the video because it'll make the video far too long, but there's some more stickers, 3 and 4. They need to be stuck to either side of the pannier. I will do that before the end of the video, I'll show you it, but I won't show you me doing it. And the 2 tins, they need these attached. And we've got a Playmobil license plate. That obviously needs to go somewhere, but I can't see quite where. Where does that go? I'm not sure. It says number 5. So it goes, the license plate actually goes on the back of one of the panniers, just at the bottom, judging by the diagram. So that's the bike, less a few of the stickers assembled. Now we've got this frame. The frame for the tent. It all looks a bit complicated, but I'm sure it'll all come right in the end. Let's have a look. So I've got 2 pieces like that, or three pieces like that. 2 pieces like that, and 2 like that. So how do we do it? Well, this is one of the main pieces. These are the end pieces, so they must fit in somehow. Well, first of all, what I think we need to do... good, right. It's very hard to see, I don't know if you ever see it on camera, but there is a little indentation. It's not completely round there, and on the end of these there is a little, again it's very hard to see, there look, it's a little sticky out bit, so that needs to line up. You can't just push them in anyway, you've got to line it up. So that's gone in. So that's one piece. Then we can put another piece. Oh, it seems very short, this tent. I suppose it's a one-man tent, it'll be fine. So we've got that shape now. And we can put a piece at the top. I'm hoping this is right because I can't redo it. I think it's wrong. I think there's something wrong about this, I'm not sure. Yes, that bit shouldn't be there. Let me just take that bit off. I think it's this bit. Oh, it's all going pear-shaped, as they used to say. I think that's right. Is it? I'm just going to muddle through. See what I can do about it. I thought I'd have trouble with this. I've never been any good at assembling tents, whether in real life or Playmobil. I think that goes there, but anyway, obviously when you're doing this you won't be thinking about that's wrong. Oh, no, that's completely wrong. How can that be right? Got bits missing? That's not right at all, is it? Or is it? It might be. It's just I'm just holding it wrong. I don't know. I think that goes there. Well, it might be right, but then again, might not be. Is that the frame of the tent? That looks like the frame of the tent. It doesn't really fold very well because I don't think I've assembled that quite correctly. So what I'll do, I'll just pause the camera, have a bit of a lie down and then reassemble this because I don't think that's quite right somehow. Ta-da! As if by magic, 4 hours later I've managed, I think, to work it out. It was very tricky, I must say. How hard can it be? But anyway, it was a bit tricky. I'm not even sure if it's right. It doesn't seem to fold. And I'm not sure if it's supposed to. Like that. But anyway, it's a tent shape. That's all that matters. Now, how do we put the cover of the tent on? Again, the instructions are a little bit ambiguous. But I'll just try and match up reality to that picture. So this is the way the tent is pictured that way. This is the frame. So, oh yes, I think it's going to be okay. You can line up all the holes on the fabric to the little pegs that are sticking out on the frame of the tent. And with any luck, when it's all put together, it will be watertight. Not probably in real life, but watertight for our little biker. Certainly it's going to look like a tent. Push all the little yellow pegs through all the holes, all the way round, until every hole has got a yellow peg in it. It's not as bad as I feared. And then the end of the tent fits over. Oops. That's it, there we are, that's one end. A little bit of Playmobil branding. Well, it's not Playmobil, but it's just some information that's printed on the tent there. There's a fire being crossed out, so it probably means don't have a fire in your tent. It's a bad idea. So there's the tent with the flap open. So if I know Playmobil, this should fit inside. Well, he does, but only just. He's in there, I can assure you. And then when he's tucked in safely at night, we can close the tent flap. So any wildlife who fancy having a snack at midnight won't be able to get hold of him. It's a little zip on there, pretend zip. But of course for speed we can just go like that. So there's the tent. Oh, it does say Playmobil on there. So there's the tent assembled. We've got the tent. Let's just move all this, whoops-a-daisy, sorry about that, all this rubbish out the way. Well, it's not rubbish, but we're finished with it for now. Move all that out the way. We know what the campfire's like. This is the little molehill. And here's a little mole that we can pop there. He's coming out of the molehill to see what all the commotion's going on, what all the commotion's about. The two birds there. He'll want that shampoo or whatever that is for later on. And he'll need his flashlight at night if he wants to read in bed. He'll need that. Unless he's got a Kindle or something, and he won't need the flashlight, will he, or an iPad. There's his cans, which we'll put the stickers on before we finish the video. So the last thing to assemble, there's his sausage, is this little bit of greenery. We have a tree. I will look at the instructions. I've assembled a few Playmobil trees in my time, but I just want to make sure it's correct. So the tree goes here, the branches anyway of the tree. Push those in, that's it. Then we've got a tree stump. Somebody's obviously chopped down the tree, probably for firewood. And then that little bit of greenery just goes at the front there. Now I've just got to put the branches on. Oh, and I can see now the birds have actually got a home because they live in the tree. Not sure if this branch, again, this always have trouble with trees sometimes. I think it goes that way around, I'm not sure. There's a little hole, so perhaps that goes on there. It's only a little tree, just a little one, just to provide a little bit of shelter, I suppose. So it's something along these lines anyway. You've got 3 holes underneath the leaves. And you can basically arrange them how you like. That's roughly how it is, I think. And we've got these 2 little birds, and I didn't realise they have a little hole in the bottom of them, which means we can put them in the tree. So if there's any cats about, they should be safe from any marauding cats up there in their tree. So while our biker's safely tucked up in his tent at night, the birds are in their tree having a nice sleep while the campfire slowly flickers and dies away. Okay, before the final shot I'll assemble everything and then that'll be the end of this video. So here we have the Playmobil Summer Fun biker with tent all assembled. And as you can see, the biker's cooking his sausage over the fire. There's his bike all ready to go. And I've stuck the stickers on either side of the panniers. You've got the number plate on the back there as well. There's a little bit of greenery with the birds. The tent, sleeping bag with flashlight, rucksack. There's his 2 tins of food, his frankfurters and ravioli. His bottle of whatever that is, shower gel I'm going to assume. So there we have it. Now, I've seen somebody ask the question, I believe it was on Amazon, if all the things fit inside the panniers. Well, let's have a look. If we can get all the accessories packed in the panniers. Okay, let's open up one of the panniers and see what we can get inside. Try with the tin cans first. Yes, you can certainly fit 2 tin cans in there. Can we fit the shower gel? Oh, I'm not sure. Not sure. No. The shower gel won't go in, but the flashlight might go in. No, not really. That's a shame. So it looks like one pannier will fit his food. So the other pannier, we should be able to get a shower gel and flashlight inside. Yes. Now I don't know about his sausage on a stick, so that won't go in. And really, well, the birds in the tree will have to stay there when he goes, because he wouldn't be taking that with him on his journey, so we won't count anything there. The rucksack, of course, he can wear that. So let's just close that pannier down. The mole again, the mole won't be coming with him, so the mole can stay with the tree and the birds. And the campfire, well, again, he won't be taking that with him, will he? Of course, he'll put it out before he leaves, but he won't need to carry that with him because he'll make a new campfire when he visits another campsite. There we go. Now we can put his rucksack on. Like that. Make sure his helmet's on. So all we're left with, well, he really needs to eat that sausage, and then he doesn't need the stick, does he? He could get another stick. The sausage is attached. Never mind. But I think that'll go in the sleeping bag. Now, looking on the box, you can actually put the tent inside the sleeping bag, but it does need taking all apart. But just like a real camping trip, you'd have to dismantle your tent, wouldn't you? You couldn't carry it fully assembled. So in real life, you'd have to take your tent down. I have to take all the bits apart. After all the trouble it took me to put them together, I'm now having to pull them apart in order for them all to fit inside the sleeping bag, which is used for storing them. According to the picture on the box, all these were inside here, and I think the tent was. Or was it? Let's have a look. No, I think the tent was separate. It does show you on the box. Oh no, the tent. The tent somehow. Oops, there you go. The tent somehow fits inside the sleeping bag as well. And what about the sausage on a stick? That's going to have to go in there too. So then we can fold the tent up as best we can. Oh, it goes fairly small. Then the tent can go in the sleeping bag. Perhaps that should have gone in before all the frame, but there we go, that's it. So you see, it holds the tent, and then we can pop the sleeping bag on the back of his bike, fix it down with the straps. Let's pull it through, there we go. So as you can see, whoops, you can fit mostly everything that the biker would need to take with him anyway. You can fit it onto the bike, into the panniers and into the sleeping bag. Let's grab hold of his gloves are getting in the way there. You need to hold both handlebars for safety. And you need to sit down, mate, come on, that's it. There we go. He's all ready now to go off on an adventure somewhere else, leaving the tree, little Molly and his campfire far behind him. As you can see, the bike does stand up on its own because it has a little kickstand, but you can push that up, and then off he cycles into the distance. So that concludes my little review and unboxing of the Playmobil Summer Fun Biker with Tent. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and don't forget I'll upload some new Playmobil videos very soon, so there'll be lots more for you to see in the coming months. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.